Hi, good night, and welcome to Bank Stroke. My name is Jason Clark, and tonight I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Mr. Clint St. Hill, Mr. Damian Reed. We do have Mr. Hassani Evelyn, but he is currently busy at the moment. Tonight we have a star-studded lineup. Tonight we have some of the top performers over last weekend's BCA T20 competition. And if I don't even know how I'm going to introduce this first guest, but joining us tonight, our first guest, the captain of the Yorkshire cricket team, someone who's definitely no stranger to the show, a very, 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 very good friend of mine. And I don't even know what else to say to introduce this guy here. Mr. Akeem Nero.
Hey, good night. Welcome. Thanks.
Mr. Akeem Nero.
Hey,
Good night, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How about you? How you guys doing, man? Huge fan of the show.
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good, buddy. I am doing good. I'm doing good.
Glad to be here.
How the guys, man? How the guys? How is everyone? Rudy, it's good to see you, man. It's been a little while. It's good to see you, Rudy.
It's been a minute for you, boy, but it's still
I think
You're a little low there, Reed.
You hear me right now?
Not much.
You're low.
Right, hold on a minute.
Yeah, you're very low.
Yeah. So, Clay, how you doing, my brother?
Pretty good, man. Happy for Nero
Uh-huh.
and his performances over the weekend. I always like to see the guys doing well. So it's happy to know he
Appreciate it.
he's speaking at the right time, right? That's what big players. That's what he'll tell you. That's what big players do. And it's crunch time. And it's playoff time. We started turning it up, man. So playoff knee. But yeah, pretty good, man. Had a pretty good cricket weekend as well. We won both of our games. So
yeah, I was just gonna say I saw you yourself had a pretty good weekend. Although some of your more senior players would have moved on.
yeah.
Like I said, I still saw that you guys had a pretty good weekend as well.
Yeah, man. Some different guys are putting out their hands now. So at the beginning of the season, it was Carlos Maynard. Then Jerome Jones had some of the action. Then it was Akeem Jordan for a bit. Then Shane Paris for a bit. And then this weekend, well, I guess the viewers will see the two guests that are on. So each week, you know, at least one or two guys are putting out their hands. So pretty good effort from the unit thus far.
Glad to hear that. Mr. Akeem Nero.
Hey, good night.
You had a pretty decent performance over the weekend. I'm not going to go into your preparation and all that. I think we would have went into that previously. So I'm gonna just jump right into your performance over the weekend. Well, I'm gonna start on Saturday. Saturday, you only scored you only scored 19, but on Sunday you scored 72. Was it?
Not out.
I believe. Yeah.
Not out. Don't forget that.
Sorry, not out. And you opened the batting, correct?
Yes, please.
You
On this occasion, you don't want to. On this occasion.
Okay, on this occasion.
Yeah.
Okay. This was against Foundation.
No, this was a Barbados Youth.
Barbados Youth, yes. So, yeah. Sorry about that. My bad. Can you just talk us through the game, right? In your style or fashion, however you choose to talk us through this innings, talk us through this game. The floor is yours, buddy.
Okay. It was a long drive up to the law school. Slightly overcast.
Uh-huh.
Got to the ground. Clouds started to come from the above side. So
The east.
we were a bit nervous at first. So well, it was a quite crucial day for us to take third position in the group and that third position. We won the toss. We selected the bat. It was a bit controversial due to the rain in a row, but we won the toss. We got patted. Then the rain came. Rain came. Rain fell. Started a bit late. Probably after 2:30. Yeah, after 2:30. We got in 7.4 overs. Then the rain came again. Obviously, the umpires are overdoing it, doing their thing, calculations. To us, wasting some time, some precious time. At this point, we were probably 34 for 2. We've lost Lamar. We just lost Layne right before the second red break. We probably reassessed. Ravi was after the red break. Ravi was going to come to the wicket with me. So by that time, the umpires they cut the game to 16 overs. So obviously you got to accelerate now, but can't be too reckless. Because if we go there too reckless and we get about 85 or something, the youth in with a chance. So I'm just gonna out there reassess the conditions. Pitch was okay. The outfield was very, very, very thick though. The take a full toss and edge it in game one. In game one, that whole thick the outfield was. So Rafa, he started off after the red break, hit a ball somewhere, don't say John Cultural. Then he held out. So at that point, he had to carry it deep because Rafa's the man that could, take it to that total that the youth really want to see. So, but Rafa got out shortly after, and then me and Bert, we batted for the rest of the innings, and that's where I played quite a decent knock. Captain innings, yeah.
Captain innings. So you scored 72 off how many balls? 72 not out off how many balls?
40 odd, I can't remember. I don't really. Yeah.
How many fours? How many sixes?
I usually keep the ball on the ground. 1 stick, some 11 fours or 12 fours or something like that. I can't remember.
Wow.
Yeah. My main focus is on the W. I don't really check for those individuals things.
No, you would have sent me. You would have sent me the scores from the This did not come from you. This came from the BCA.
Yes, it did.
BCA website. And I'm looking at these scores. And I'm reading these scores. First, this is from Saturday. Yorkshire 199 for 4. And they just list the scores and they list the wickets. And I'm saying, I just think Wildey, listing the scores, listing the wickets as well. But I Sunday now, I'm reading these scores again. At launch here, I don't understand how the narrative is just how switched when it comes to you. Skipper Akeem Nero scored an attacking unbeaten half century. I don't understand, but when it comes to you, it's just all this, No,
that's not what happened. Was when I was searching through some of these scores to give you, right?
I'm not saying that this is you. I'm not saying that this is your fault.
I'm just telling you what happens.
Okay.
On the night of the game, if you see it uploads, they just upload scores. And the day after, they will upload a brief summary.
Okay.
That's all. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right, buddy. So at this, so you had 2 wins over the weekend. So
yes,
where does Yorkshire now stand in the standings?
We're in 3rd position right now.
Behind who?
We thought Calton, they're unbeaten.
Yeah.
And
UAB
4 points ahead of us heading into the last weekend. Crucial weekend. We have Spartan on Saturday and NPC Sunday. We made one of those games. We're true. We're through to the next round.
This is one game and you guys are true.
Basically, man, yeah, but we don't want to leave anything to chance. But we win one of those games, probably true, but it's only if you're going to go true. 3rd, 4th, or unless Burning Foundation may able to beat UAB second. But yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel going into the weekend?
Right now we haven't played the perfect cricket game as yet. Like what I can say, we've been battle tested. Like each game has been an event. Like up to Saturday, he scored 200 or something. I said, guys, I don't want no drama today. That was the last thing I said before we were on the field. I don't want no drama. Yes, and we went by 18 runs, I was saying. After 200. So, that was dramatic. So, but against home, in the back end now, we've been through it all. So, hopefully it serves us good going into these last two games. Massive games, actually.
Okay. I'll let the guys ask you any other questions that they would want to ask.
Good night, fellas. Just was handle a little business call just before the show start. And want I was happened to hear the entrance of Mr. Akeem Nero. Congratulations on your note, sir.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Why they say in the papers that it was long overdue? I didn't see that. I didn't see long overdue.
Nothing comes before its time. Nothing comes before its time.
Some people say come if the hour, come if the man.
Interesting.
Then some people say that, it could refer to some people as front runners. Man, go set a target, chest, feeling a little confident with any pressure on. People chests get tight and just put the ball to cover and walk back in. So I just say
some people say it's actually hard to set a target, though. Some people say it's actually hard to set a target. Fresh conditions and not knowing, But to each his own.
But the world's best, if you rock only love a run chase. And I'm sure here from your previous conversations, here you made the comments in the comment section that you're a Virat Kohli fan and you love it. He loves the chase. So I'm only figuring that you were following his mold.
Yeah, it
wasn't to be last weekend, but we are happy that you scored some runs this weekend. So congratulations, buddy. I'm expecting bigger things this weekend now. I don't want to see 2 figures. I need to see 3 figures this weekend. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Just one question, Mr. Nero. So you said that it's a rain-affected game. I think you lost 4 overs. You said it was.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you were robbed of a maiden T20 100. You would say, or
you can look at it that way. But we gained 4 points. That's the most important thing.
Right.
Okay. That's the most. Okay. Yeah, I'm not one for the personal.
Okay. Well, on that note, you've already taught me through your performances over the weekend, so I don't need to hear much more. I just want to wish you all the best for the final 2 games that you said very important games, and I'm sure that you guys will be in the quarterfinal. So all the best for the rest of the tournament as well.
Appreciate it, man. See you soon.
Oh gosh. Really still low, boy. I can barely hear you, really, boy. Barely hear you. Low, you still do real low. Real low.
Talk again.
What more now?
I guess a little bit better.
But still real low.
The back one come in again. Really come again. You really coming.
Yeah. Any more comics questions from Mr. Akeem Nero, who scored 72 not out this weekend of 40, 50 odd balls?
How many papers did you buy, Nero? How many newspapers did you buy on Monday? I went to my usual paper lady and she told me there's a guy she said we're at COB or something like that he bought quite a few, so it was a little difficult to get on.
I hear it was front page. I would hear it was front page news, the COB Weekly Digest.
It's a little difficult to get. It was a little difficult to get paper, man. I heard that you bought off. I don't know true.
2,000 papers, nothing, man.
Oh, okay.
But before I go, I just want to tell you guys, keep up the good work. We need to keep this program going, especially for persons in our demographic. It's not all right. You need to keep the program going. I think it's fantastic job you're all doing. Keep it up.
Thanks a lot, guys.
So, people must
Get Layne, just get Layne in here, man. I had enough of him, man. I seen enough, man. Get Layne in here, man. We talk Layne, man.
The next guest we have joining us tonight. The next guest we have joining us tonight. Another Premier Yorkshire cricketer, teammate for Nero for quite a number of years now.
Finally the show.
Pardon me? Yeah, he was finally the show. He's always in the comments, always sharing his views in the comments. Mr. Jamar Lane.
Love the introduction, guys. Thanks for the invite tonight. Good night to the fellas, good night to the viewers. What's going on?
Pretty good, Lane. How you doing, man? Good to have you on the show,
cool,
man.
Thanks, man. Just happy to put a face to the name that I get rolled so often. Especially the fellas like Rashawn Primus.
Yeah. You know, you're premises. We have it all the time.
For sure.
Yes, it's good to have you. Lane, I've seen you score some runs over the weekend, but you know, you like I've said, you've been playing for Yorkshire for quite a number of years, and you know, even when it was back in Barbados, I know I would definitely go and watch Yorkshire. Wherever you guys were playing, I know you were someone who has been, you know, consistent with the batting over the course of your tenure at the Yorkshire Cricket Club. What would you say has been your main reason, I should say, for your consistency over the years?
I just think getting an understanding of your game, knowing your areas, the areas you score, the areas where you're good, the areas where you're bad, stuff like that. You try to work with your game. As long as you work with your game, everything should come easy after that. Or a bit easier, because it could feel, but a bit easier.
Understood. And what does preparation for an upcoming season for Jamar Lane looks like?
Pre-season at Yorkshire, just running, doing drills, batting drills, bowling drills, feeding drills, and then getting into the nets whenever the net's available. That's pretty much it.
And you know, like I said, you've been playing for Nero for quite some time. I was gonna ask. I wish you would say when I asked the question, but you know, what has it been like playing on the Nero and with Nero for so many years?
He's a good fella. Let me just start with that. He's a really good fella.
Lane, you looking for bowling? You looking for bowling this weekend, or saying that you compliment?
He's my friend, so he's giving me the ball, man. I ain't gonna look for it. But he is a really good guy. Quality captain, people person. It's really fun. It's really fun playing with
Layne it thick.
Oh, jeez. Nah. It's really fun playing with Akeem Nero. He's a guy who has his plans. Kind of hard sometimes, because when the road is on something, trust me, there's nothing that you can say or do to get the road to bend.
Trust me, you know.
It has been brilliant. This last 10 years at Yorkshire with Nero has been brilliant.
Wow.
Nero getting emotional, yeah.
My final question for you, and I know the guys are probably gonna.
But just Paul, before you ask question, that tribute song, I swear it was. I feel that was fitting. That was fitting for a sign off. I was saying like you want just before 21 gun salute.
Yeah, like I said, just like I asked Nero, how do you feel about going into this weekend? Do you feel that you guys have a good chance of, you know, at least getting that one with as Nero's hand and moving on?
I think we have a great chance. Just gotta get the one game under our belt to pretty much qualify. Back in Yorkshire skills and we any day of the week against anybody. That's the truth. So yeah, I think we got the tools and the people to do it. So definitely confident going into the weekend.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Gonna let it get someone else jump in here.
Layne, you spoke about understanding your game, and that stood out to me because you don't really hear a lot of people saying, speaking about understanding, their strengths and playing to them and what's not. Could you describe to us, because you're all rounder as well, because I think just only mentioned the runs, but could you describe to us what your role batting ways and bowling ways this season has looked like so far, from a batting perspective and from a bowling perspective?
My role with the bat pretty much is to bat through the innings. That is what I do. That's what I usually do. I've been doing that from the time I was probably in the BDF, I believe, which was 14 years ago. So it hasn't changed. My role with the ball is pretty much to keep it tight, the odd wicket here and there, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just want to wish you all the best for the duration of the season, and hope you guys can go all the way.
Thank you. Same to you. Well,
Cheers.
until you play against us.
Hey, click
When I said
it.
all the way, I meant all the way to the front. I didn't mean all the way to lift the trophy.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you could hit on your
I
voice.
wanted to potentially meet you guys at some point.
Boy, that
So
was-
then let me get into
Would
some
love
brass.
that. Would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put in a
Danny.
brass stock question. A brass stocks question. You were at another club. So we put you at Carlton. How would you rate Akeem Nero's bowling? If you were batting it at Carlton, playing for
It gotta
Carlton?
go. It
Huh?
definitely gotta go.
Okay.
It definitely has to go.
That's the first honest answer you get since you come on here tonight, man.
Man,
You said
anything,
speaking about yourself, that was the first
my-
honest thing you said about Nero, man.
you can ask Nero about me the next. Anything Nero bring over your hand, I try and to hit it through leg. And I ain't that type of player. I just don't rate it. Sorry.
Keyword trait.
Are you
Trade,
successful
trade,
at
trade.
doing it, though? Successful at
Keyword trait.
From time to time, you might hit it, but yeah,
Okay.
from time to time.
Interesting.
I appreciate that honest answer. I have no further questions, Jess. I can put up feedback.
Hi, Mr. Lane.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Obviously we're involved in 3 competitions. What are your goals? What do you see as Yorkshire overall goals in each competition, and your personal goals for the 3 competitions?
Personally, I don't really set goals for myself. I just want the W. Doesn't matter if I score 100 or score 10, as long as Yorkshire come out on top. That's it for me.
The men chat will be going well, boy. But
I know I can hear the end of that. Keep chat.
Excuse me.
I can hear the end of that. But truthfully, though, if we win the cricket game, I don't be bothered. For Yorkshire as a whole, I would like to go all the way in 2020. I would like to be really competitive in the 50 over and win the 3-day for sure.
right. Well, obviously we had, but this about a month ago. We obviously we stuck with the BCA and we set that marker. So, how has your season been thus far, though? Have you were you involved in all the games? How has your season panned out so far?
I wasn't involved in all the games. I wouldn't say as I wouldn't say as the way.
Okay.
Chat, you're probably balling about that one, but I ain't say as the way. But I wasn't involved in all the games. My season
Catch
has
his decision.
been.
Your friend,
I don't think so.
your friend had nothing to do with it.
No, please, no, please.
Okay.
I don't think he would do something like that to me. But hey, such is life.
But what I must say, I commend you for from that period to now, the change in approach in batting, and I hope that it carries on throughout the season. If it does, that would be a hallmark, and that would take us to another level in all the competition.
I'll try my best, Skipper. I will try my best.
Leader of men, man. Jesus, man. Lord. Captain Fantastic, man.
Really, Perky there, really?
You tell me, you can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Easy,
Perfect.
easy.
Perfect.
All right, so Jamar just got a few questions. Well, two questions basically. Where you what position you bat at the innings? And I want you to talk me through. You're not when you scored the 73. I think it was.
I'm currently batting at number 3 in the 2020 squad. He knocked for 73. We got to foundation. We looked at the wicket. We thought it was going to be a bit cracky, dry, or whatever
Awful.
coming on.
Awful.
We thought it was really going to be bad. So we decided that if we win the toss, we were going to bat first. We did so, and at first it was gripping and spinning a bit, but then after a while it started to play pretty decent. So then the ball was coming on, it started a bit slow, and then it got a couple boundaries or whatever, and then coming on to the end, it just expanded, and I had the score that I had pretty much. Couple fours, couple sixes, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Wait, Rudy, and you called for some water, and then you sent a message. When you called for some water after you got your 50, you sent a message back to me.
I can't remember the message.
You said, yes, I'll be on bench start this week.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I had to get on for the show, man. Got boys with Primus on here. Roasting my name, so he had to get on here.
But you see, the thing is, Layne, you had one job was to get you out, and you could have come on and you would have the stage for yourself.
Yeah, true.
But I'm glad that we're providing us some motivation for the guys. So I'm glad. That is a motivation.
Man, that was just I just had the two questions. I just want to wish you all the best for the remainder of the season and all three competitions. But your best foot forward, and let's rest your talent.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, respect, brother. Respect.
And Jamar, you had how many 4s and 6s were in this knock of 70 odd?
I hit 6 4s and 6 6s.
6 4s and 6 6s. Okay, nice.
Polar, no.
Man, yeah. Me take it for ball, you know.
Do you still I know back in there, you know, you were a huge Pujara fan. Are you still am.
Still
a Pujara fan? Okay. Okay.
Quality player.
Are you still wearing pads all the way down with your toes, or you pulled them up? Yeah.
If it don't fit like that, it ain't comfortable, trust me. At this point, if we wear any other way, it ain't gonna be comfortable.
Fair enough. Any more questions for Layne, guys? Any more comments?
It's also all the best for the remainder of this season. That's all the best.
Yes.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Expecting you to be back on next week again, all right? So
I can try, man. Most definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Layne, like the guy said, I just want to thank you for joining us, man. And, you know, continue, you know, to score some runs, continue the Richmond form, and, you know, hopefully the guys can. I have the privilege to say, hopefully the guys can go all the way.
Thanks, man.
Who y'all playing this weekend?
We got Spartan and YMPC.
Spartan at Yorkshire or
Spartan at Yorkshire and YMPC at Beckles Road.
Down there.
Dwayne Smith was in a rich vehicle.
If you didn't set slow.
Stretch your toe, boy.
Let me tell the
boy.
Let the boys, cricket is a game of two halves.
Correct is right.
You can't bat in this lad.
Yeah.
You versus me
You
too.
gotta come aboard cricket ball too.
You versus Raga and
You versus Barbs, boy. You versus Barbs are sad, boy. Okay.
Well, Layne, like I said, all the best going forward.
Mali
Thanks for joining us on the show.
All right, thanks, man.
Mali playing for NPC too, right? Nero?
Yeah, boy. I think so. Yeah.
You got it better him a number of years ago, Nero.
I let the future know.
Oh Lord, as I was just gonna say, man, I'll come. Yeah,
Switch up.
Oh, hey Nero, welcome, man. Thanks for joining you guys late, man. Guys, you
It's an
know,
honor,
one of our
privilege to be here.
co-hosts is joining us a little late to the show, but nevertheless, be thankful.
Yeah, man.
Joining us next is a young, seem to be very very promising cricketer from what I'm hearing, and well, I'll get into that a little as we speak to him. Young foundation batsman, Mr. Joshua Dorn. Hope I'm pronouncing that surname correctly.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Yeah,
Good
good
night.
night, Josh.
Voice deeper than
Boy,
mine.
deep, yo.
Voice deeper than
Yes,
mine.
what? I know it out.
Or you could not pick it up as that.
You, if you're the back end, you just hear your voice. You would say, "Yeah, offside going in on me," or you can say, "Yeah, offside going in on me." It's straight.
Good night, Joshua. Like I said, thanks for joining us here on the show tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Joshua, before I get it, any sort of cricket talk, anything related to cricket, can you please confirm? Can you please confirm your age?
15.
Wow, 15 years old. Wow. Okay. So like I said, yeah, Josh, you were 50 years old. You attend the foundation school. Can you just give us a brief, just a brief background of your cricketing history, like where did the love of the game come from? When did you start playing the game? Just like I said, a brief background of your
Yeah,
interest in the game.
I think I just started playing the game. Like, I think my father used to throw balls at me in the garage. So, yeah, so that was where, like, I think I really got interested in cricket.
Okay.
And then, like, when I went to, because I used to go to a private school, but they didn't used to play cricket. So I transferred over to a public school so that I could play cricket. So, yeah.
Okay. So you would have played in like the Herman Griffith competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I played in Herman Griffith.
Okay. And Joshua, like you're 15 years old now. How do you prepare for cricket? I mean, I know back in when I was that age, well, Nero and stuff like that. I know everything was cricket. Nero was obviously way more into cricket than myself, but I know back then it was just cricket. How did you manage for that 2 years off of basically no cricket playing during the COVID-19 lockdown?
Well, I actually didn't stop playing cricket. I was still practicing, merely one-on-one sessions with Coach Klink,
Okay.
Sharon Campbell.
Okay.
So, like, but it was pretty on and off because, like, I think sometimes we couldn't really like go outside. We mainly have to stay inside. So, yeah, I wouldn't really get to practice, and like sometimes I would get rusty. So then I know how to, like break off the rust.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
yeah, and also I was doing some fitness work. So yeah, just trying to stay fit.
Okay. I didn't know that you were on the Coach Clint's belt, but that explains a lot, that explains a lot. Like I said, I like Nero and Hassani and those guys to actually get into the actual inning, so I'll let someone else jump in here.
Yeah, Joshua. Thanks. Just like you, I'm amazed. Like when we hear the backstory, and from the time I put the it was shared, I get message. That youngster, the youngster Joshua, he could bat. Everybody's saying you gotta see bat, you gotta see bat, you got a bright future, and that's good to hear it. What goes into your, and then you come on show, he comes on show knowing thoughts. You can see that So let me break it down for you, Joshua. What goes into your preparation? How do you prepare match days? What goes into you know about give me the ritual word for play by play, but your preparation, how do you lock in on match days?
Well, it mainly starts like during the week
Mhm.
or like the night before a game. So like obviously when I go to practice, I will bat in the nets. I like try to like limit my dismissals because like it like trying to do things at practice that I would do in game. So yeah, I start by limiting my dismissals at practice. And then
Outside.
the night before the game, I actually do some visualization. Like when I sleep, like sometimes I can't even sleep. I just be thinking too much about the game. And that was working for me since primary school. Since I played my first competitive match. So yeah, that's what my preparation looks like.
Yeah, so hearing that is so moving to hear
Correct.
the dedication and application you have at this age to the game and to the craft. That's what the greats do to get at that level.
Correct.
And if you continue that mentality, your name will be mentioned in the grades.
Boy,
There's not a lot of school. There's not a lot of 15-year-old boys that put in that
talking.
effort and dedication into the craft, like how you saying. In fact, you visualize in the game. You
Yeah.
go into practice saying like live my dismissions. Some
Yeah.
fellas let's go practice to beat grades off of bowling.
Correct. Correct. I was just
Having
there.
having
So
fun.
I've been to many practice sessions and just
And
seeing man again against you. I just want to lick every ball of the part. I'm mean, working on the craft. I'm working on the game. I just want to be here.
and that's the problem with West Indies cricket. Your technical practice is just a joke. Man,
Correct.
the robot, I mean, that the robot gonna let you out in that.
Correct.
You said
Correct.
you going into practice, you limiting your dismissals, you battle if you in the game. And
Correct.
as long as you keep that up, as long as you keep that mentality, the sky is the limit for you. The doors gonna open for you. That person that you probably ain't gonna dream of because just missing on your application and dedication, the small details. Some fellas might, as we said, laugh at that, but practice is made perfect. If you slot sweeping again, you start blood on in practice, what do you think gonna happen in game? Same
Yeah,
thing can happen. So you go in practice, you work. I know probably you're gonna work on your weakness, you're gonna work on your strengths, and I expect and I believe you have a bright future ahead of you. A bright future ahead of you.
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Joshua, good night. I
Yeah,
just
good.
wonder how difficult is it balancing your studies and then still focusing on cricket?
Well, I wouldn't really say it's that difficult because, well, yeah, it's difficult in a way because I practice like 4 days a week, and then I have cricket on the weekends,
Mhm.
and I usually get home from practice like after 6, and I used to be real tired, so I just don't really be thinking about no work. I just want to sleep.
We know.
Trust me, we know.
We know, but we've been
Trust me, we know.
we've been
So um, yeah, I just want to sleep. So, but sometimes like maybe on like a Friday, like when I don't have no cricket, I'll probably like spend that time doing my work or
Mhm.
what's not, so that maybe if it's for Monday, it will already have it done since I have cricket on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
makes
yeah,
sense. And then I knock on 96, right? Yorkshire skipper, you know he's a mystery. It's Selena Ring. Ho, ho, ho. Did you face him? And how much run you scored off of him?
no, I didn't face him.
He
Okay,
bought?
okay,
He
cool.
did,
Oh,
he
you
did,
didn't,
he
you
didn't
didn't?
bowl. He
Oh
didn't bowl.
wow. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting, Clint. Once
Someone told
again,
me. Someone told him
once
that he
again, Clint,
licks.
Link
Someone
sharing.
told him that he licks. Yeah. So
Link, as long as Link sharing, you know he
yeah,
don't pick up the ball.
no, no.
Oh, there.
And Hassani, I did bookmakers for the odds for him bowling at YMPC. It's paying a lot of money.
Taking them odds.
It's
Clint,
paying a
I'm
lot.
taking them odds. I'm betting
But
them.
if you put a $5, you probably will make a lot of money because the chances of him bowling there
Slim.
slim. I don't think he's gonna bowl against York, against NPC. No. But go ahead. This is about Joshua. This is not about Nero. Nero, you could go.
Oh yeah. Hi Joshua.
Good night.
Yes, boy. I've seen a lot of 15-year-olds back. I've seen a lot of youngsters back.
Uh-huh.
I never seen that like this on what you saw on Saturday. Never, ever. I see Shear, I see Roster, Craig, I see all these men back. And I never see that. I don't know if it's because T20 cricket now normal for the youngsters at this age.
Yeah.
First, I thought it was he was 17, 18. It's a schoolboy. When he was that age, you know, I sure lost in the minute team was dominating certain teams. And when I was at Alexander, we were dominating certain teams. So I said, no, he's got a one boy, a schoolboy, 17, 18, or whatever the case. Good player, cool. When I found him when I was 15, that was proud of me. Sorry. He played for Barbados. His name was, he played for Barbados, right? He was Charlie. It was he imposed at the crease. He wasn't flustered if he missed a ball or whatever. He didn't really miss much, but if he missed a ball, it wasn't really. You understand? A 15-year-old miss a ball, he looked there, and it looked dejected, but it was a very, very mature innings. I didn't even know him out so much. I know he was a lot because he was playing real shots. I think he was 96 or 91. Was like. But Joshua, my question to you was at the halfway mark when you also you had to chase the 200 runs. Obviously, a couple of weeks before, y'all made a fist of it against YMPC. I think they scored near 200 and y'all got 180, 170 or something like that. At the halfway mark, what were discussions like with Mr. Witt?
Well, the week before, I actually wasn't a part of that game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the discussions was just like to bat to win the game. You know, like it's not like we batting first and we posting the total. We actually chasing runs and it was 200. So, you know, you had to get off to a good start. So he said, like, you know, let's bat your skills. And yeah.
Sorry, Nero. I just want to ask, what number do you bat at, Joshua?
I bat at number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
Right. And at which point did you say we could actually do this? At which point in the game? Was it after the water break? 14th over? At which point you say this here?
I think after, probably after or leading up to the water break, I think we need about probably 100 runs. I may be wrong, but yeah, I think then I believe we could have actually made it.
And this was most impressive. I don't know if it's impressive or not, but it's like with 2 fours just.
Right. That's a thing.
Yeah, with 2 fours.
How many sixes?
It wasn't a small game or anything.
11 sixes, right?
Yeah,
something like
It
that.
was like over covers off you like spinner, just taking a step. You understand? Lifting the pacer in the hardcore. If it's short, just leaning and pulling it was like,
So Nero off the leg spinner.
yes.
Nero,
That is batting.
give me the key, Ron Pollard.
No.
That is batting.
Nero,
Watching the ball head still. He was playing the shots. I know I can't remember. It's rumored that back from Craig, right?
Yeah, he's from.
Oh, yeah. And then he got a text back. So, you understand? It was rumored that he had a text back.
So Nero,
Yes,
you in the game,
Mhm.
you seeing this little man back. Was it one part of your mind, all right, fellas? We want to win the game, but you also, sometimes you see especially as a seasoned person, you see a youngster come up the bat and when they saw our application, you say, I might be winning, but I don't want this little man get out. That was good. The end of that cross your mind, because you're enjoying it not. At the end of the day, you're a fan of cricket. And we seeing young schoolboys batting with us our application. You can want to win, but if he could score and you still win, you know, it says fair game. It's a win-win.
First off, I didn't want to eat out bad. Boss, again. Again, up to that stage, like, if he back you, it's trouble. So, hey, I need him out. But at that point, he played such a great, and it was like, and I'm one of those persons, you know, people say, oh, schoolboys and stuff like that. I was at this stage, I was at when I was 15, and ain't that you're nervous or you're frightened for the older guys, you believe in your ability, and you're basically fearless. So at that age, 15, 16, you look at the mate of mark going forward now. So I know where he's at, and he made a fantastic mark. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great knock. I just want to know the feeling. What was the feeling when you got out? It was like, damn, you missed 100. You missed the opportunity to take your team to a historic victory. What was the feeling when you got out?
I can't really explain how it feel because when I went thing and it was just standing up there in shock. Like, and then I asked the fellas like how much I made. Then they told me 96. I just dropped my knees.
Jesus.
I thought I could have scored 100. Cause I never thought I could have scored 100 in T20. But for that innings, I don't know it's possible.
So Joshua, this was your only 50+ score for the season, or you could say you had a good season so far.
Yeah, this my only 50+ score. My others, well, not really a score, but I scored 30 against Barbados Youth. But I was out for 3 games due to COVID. So very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate there.
Obviously, well, I would have known Josh for a long time. We would have been quote-unquote rivals, but it was still coach at Pickwick. So we had a few battles there, and then I made the switch over to Wildey. But even dating back to Josh, probably would have been maybe, I don't know, 12 or 13 when I would have first met him. Not many players, right, in junior cricket, as a coach, you really have to plan for. You focus a lot of your energies on getting your personal team correct for the game and stuff like that. But Josh is one of the few, I would say one of maybe 2 or 3 players that we've had to literally, like, weeks before plan for, because what stood out about him, very attractive player, right? As Nero would have seen. But what stood out about him is that his discipline, right, is, I mean, even when he was 12, it was almost, you don't see that things. The only boy that used to see that discipline was Craig Bradford. Craig Bradford was going into him mode at that age, and you just know that it can be 100 or it can be a big score for sure. No 2 years about it. So that was what was striking about Josh, and from the get go, I said this youngster, he's special. Obviously, you know, that's 3 years on now. He is a lot stronger. He has more shots now. I guess more self-belief in his game and what's not. And it is really pleasing to see how far, you know, he's come. And you guys talk about his sky is the limit, but I genuinely believe he will play cricket at the highest level and with success. But Josh, what I wanted, I mean, obviously you guys got into your innings and stuff like that. What I wanted to ask, I know obviously you're 15, you come out in the T20 era, and yes, that's the format that we are playing on and stuff like that. But could you just give the viewers some insight as to, you know, long term, what formats, you know, you would really like to play? You see yourself, you know, eventually playing Test cricket, 50 over. You want to play a franchise only. Yeah, just give the viewers some insight as to, you know, where you see yourself, let's just say, in 5 to 7 years time.
Yeah, I would really like to play Test cricket. I think that would be like my number 1 priority because I think it just fits my body style the best. Also 50 over, which is a bit, well, it's different, but it's different to T20 as well. It's a bit longer, and I could sort of play my own style in 50 over cricket more than T20. So yeah, I would like to play Test cricket and 50 over cricket.
Right.
I don't really like T20 cricket. Maybe if like during my career, like I get off a contract and may give it a go.
Right. And lastly, I mean, I guess this weekend probably maybe the last games that your school will be playing in for the competition. Is there anything that you would have learned about yourself? I guess that innings that you would have had as well too, maybe the Barbados youth innings. Is there anything that you learned about yourself as a player? I know you say you don't particularly fancy T20 is not your number one format, but you've had a few good knocks. Is there anything that you would have learned about yourself or about your game throughout the season so far?
Not really much, but I think that I could say T20 cricket, I could more express myself as a player.
Right.
Yeah. Probably adapt to formats and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, Josh, I just want to wish you all the best. Who you guys are playing on Saturday and Sunday?
We're playing Wanderers on Saturday and UWB on Sunday.
UWB, okay.
Big knocks.
Yeah, Yorkshire needs some favors. So.
Question before you leave, though, Josh. Besides Craig Bradley, who's your favorite batsman?
I don't have a favorite batsman. I have like a collection.
I just want to hear a couple. I want to see what you thinking about.
Joru, Babar Azam, Marnus Labuschagne, Virat Kohli.
Marnus Summers.
I thought
Marnus Summers too.
Hey, look at this boy. I mean,
Nero crazy boy.
He got more sense than that.
Boy, I like you as a young man, boy, but that would have just spoiled it for me. But
nah, he got more sense than that.
That's a great collection.
But I think, like, to develop as a player, you have to like watch like what the best players do, and like try to, like do the things that they're doing.
I want to put Joe Root first. Joe Root don't convert. So look, just put to the man. He get 50 and get up. So we don't want you with that
man.
You got
it. You got to do
I ain't dissing the man. Sonny, I don't think the stats are supporting what you're saying any longer. I think you need to revisit that, by the way.
He starts against who?
His conversion rate is I think it has improved.
Against the
It improved.
It has improved.
But hold on.
All right, you can say so.
That with no Sri Lanka and bully Sri Lanka. Let me just
all right. Let me stay on topic.
Let me just take a opinion now.
Yeah.
So Joshua is next for you. I think there's an under 17 tournament coming up.
Yeah, there's an under 17 tournament coming up in Trinidad. I got selected in the provisional squad, and I think the final team I heard will be released like sometime in June. So I guess I will know if I'm selected in final team then.
You need to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and your ability.
You gotta be there, boy. You're guessing, boy.
He also scored 100. He also scored 100 in the trial game. Yeah, Zion is. He also scored 100 in the final trial game as well too.
Ain't no more guessing.
I happened to witness that one. So it was a very, very, very classy knot as well. So
and a guess covered. And 200 here this weekend, no? That covered for sure.
That covered down.
So go with a bang.
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me. Just keep your head on. Work hard. Don't get big headed, and you're gonna be good. That's
Listen
what
to
simple. That's
listen to
simple
your
and that's
parents.
I share those same sentiments that
that's
Nero
simple
don't
and
give,
that's
buddy.
finesse.
And listen to your parents and stay in school. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a balanced education. Don't you know? We'll
Yeah.
keep your head on. But I know you're a good boy. You'll keep your head on, man.
Joshua, what with that? I spoke to the Layne, pretty sure about the game against Foundation, and obviously your name came up, and Layne was going on and on and on about this Joshua versus Jace. He even like, and I heard Nero there just now too, and Nero believes in sheer hope, and like from way back, that's one thing when Nero like you, Nero
Like
is
you.
stick with you true and true. He's not gonna drop you no matter. Nero will still argue for respect to this day. You understand? And to hear, and like I said, I know how Nero feels about sheer hope, and to hear Nero call your
Correct.
name in the same breath as sheer
Sure.
hope, I think like saying that he would have seen like those guys playing, like you were there. And like I said, speaking to Layne before the show, and Layne was going on and on about your ability. Clink obviously would have also spoken about your talents and your ability to score runs. And listening to you speak, Joshua boy, listening to you speak, as the guy said, this guy is the limit, So I mean, like I said, you're young. You're definitely gonna have challenges. Everything is not gonna be perfect. Everything is not gonna be a smooth road. But I just hope that you just continue to see the bigger picture, and just continue to keep working on your craft. And I've never seen you play cricket, but listening to Nero, listening to Clink, listening to Layne, I could easily say, boy, as this fella said, the sky is the limit, Joshua boy. So
In fact, Clint had a hand in the development too. And
yeah. So honestly, Joshua, like the fella said, just keep working hard, just keep working on your craft, stay focused. Like I say, you're young, you ain't got distractions, but just stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, and you can be good. You're gonna be good, brother. All the best. Hope you get, but not I hope, as Nero said, you more likely gonna get picked in that on a 17th tournament a sports bench radar. So I'll definitely be looking out for
and I'm sure Craig will be in the ear too. The person Craig is, Craig will be in his ear. Craig will be in his ear.
Yeah, you definitely with Clint, and obviously you seem to be very close to Craig. You definitely have every one of you. You definitely have the people in your corner to go all the way. So, like I said, I have no doubt.
And lean on them for advice. Don't be afraid to call your guy. Trinidad, get boy a call and say, like, how to assess the conditions. There's nothing wrong with getting information. Be a sponge. Always soak it in. Talk to these guys. If you're having little challenges, call Coach Clink. At the end of the day, he might be coaching different clubs or whatever the case is, but Clink is
he's
best.
out Wildey. No, he's out Wildey.
Yeah, really.
Oh wow! Okay.
Can I take on the shirt?
He's rapping his Wildey shirt as well too. Loyal guy.
So I'm sure that guys the Akeem thing, bro, just soaking the experience. And as I said, good luck, buddy. The future is yours.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us, Joshua. All the best, buddy.
On the school leg too.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All
right. Joshua, with to hear Nero say, I mean, I spoke to Layne, and I hear Layne say something about share hope and thing, but to hear Nero coming.
Just that's the first school, but Nero messaged me straight away before I can even get home too. That's the first schoolboy that I can remember Nero messaging me about in a very long time. So I was surprised because just if you see Josh back, like you can just feel that this man you can't understand what this man ain't like playing test cricket all night. Like the man is ain't just that the man is player shots is like it graceful. It's like he's one of them men that people will leave for to go and watch back. Yeah, for sure.
Anytime a schoolboy hit in a like spinning over cover, you be golf.
Can he hit taller than you? How about you? Height?
Yeah. No, he's a man.
Clint, how tall you is, Clint?
5'11". He's a man.
And he's about 5'11".
He got at least about that for sure.
I tell you, talking man was 17, 18.
Is a man. Nah. I mean,
like, voice. He got a man voice. I tell you that, boy. That's like.
I mean, like cricket intelligence. He's speaking about watching the pros and stuff like that. He's a man study cricket deep. Like,
and not wanted to get out any nets and all kind of thing.
That's not a 15-year-old that y'all was just talking to.
It don't seem so.
It was not a 15-year-old that y'all was talking to.
It don't seem so.
Frank, he mentioned like Craig Buffett and like I had to rest my case there.
Built different. Nah, he built different for sure. Built different for sure. Ain't just the talent, but it's the other things that coming along with him.
I've been looking forward to seeing him and the schoolboys on the team. I've been definitely looking forward
watch out for him
for the fixtures just to see. Because I think foundational knowledge might be this. I definitely have to. I have to see.
For sure. On the trajectory there, will be a success like highest level.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a name that I'll be listening to for. Then finally we have the two Wildey openers who had a pretty good weekend. Overall. Wildey, like I said, Wildey would have won their two games in pretty convincing fashion from what I remember. Yeah, I think one game they did win by 10 wickets actually.
Yeah, first game, yeah.
Yeah, one wicket they did by 10 wickets. Yeah. So we're gonna have those two openers with us now. Demetrius Richards and Mr. Craig St. Hill, who is the brother of our very own Mr. Clint St. Hill. So let's welcome the guys to the show.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. You?
Pretty good, man. How you doing yourself?
Pretty good myself. Just want to thank the guys for joining us. Got some noise there.
Yeah.
Moving as a unit.
Yeah. Well, Craig, I'm gonna start here with you. Craig, like we've known one another for years. We just like I would have said when Clint first came out of the show, we basically grew up in the same neighborhood, playing cricket together. Craig, I always remember we used to play cricket with the church on the Sunday evenings with Ricky and Terry and those guys.
How could I forget?
And I always remember Sean. You know, Sean is always more fast, and obviously with the tape ball now he is even faster. And I always remember one day Sean come out and Craig, boy, you play a shirt, then for Sean, boy. I like to this day I still remember that Sean play. If that's the truth, but then I always knew Craig. I like the ability was always there. So the first question to get asked, I want you to be very honest with this first question to get asked.
Yeah.
Who you think the better boxer between you?
You want me honest? You want me honest answer?
Very honest. The better boxer between you, brother.
Clint St. Hill by a mile.
By a mile.
That's my honest answer.
JS, he's a stranger to the truth. I won't call him a liar. I will not say he's a liar. He's just a stranger to the truth.
A stranger to the truth.
That was a paid advertisement, Craig.
Yeah.
I wasn't bribed. I wasn't forced. No, that's my honest answer.
Honest answer.
Just show your hands a minute. Just show your hands a minute. Just want to make sure. All right.
Boxing by a mile too, boy.
Yeah, but just as the coach too, so everybody paying homage tonight. Everybody,
that's true. He might, although he performing, he might fight it. He might fight himself by hand at 6.
At 6 or on the bench. You never know. So
he's probably looking for me to get his extra Tradons now or something. Always saying hit him with that guy, man.
So Clint, you would say it's Craig.
But actually, for real, by a mile.
Jesus.
There's no comparison, Hassani. There's no comparison. There's no comparison.
Craig.
There's an umpire. I don't know if y'all know umpire Tremaine. When we were younger, Tremaine always used to tease me and tell me that Craig could bat better than me. Tremaine actually umpired our game on Sunday, and he reminded us of that story. So yeah, chalk and cheese. But carry on.
Craig, I know you played cricket for a number of years. I also know you would have played some alternate as well. But I think that there was a period where you had actually stopped playing cricket. Is that correct?
Yeah, that would have been around 14, 15 years old. I was taking tennis relatively seriously, and then eventually found my way back to cricket around 16, 17. So yeah, that was only for a brief period though.
Okay, so what brought you back to the game of cricket? Was it was your brother in your era? What brought you back to the game?
Yeah, I'd say about 95% of that was to do with my brother. Pretty much just letting me know that cricket was where my future was at. So eventually, as I said, I found my way back to cricket. And tennis kind of went back on the back burner there for quite a while. Yeah.
Okay, and quickly before I go to Demetrius there, I know you. Like I said, I know you, and I know you seem you're someone who you look fit. I don't know your workout regime, your fitness regime, but can you take us into that section of your game?
Yeah, well, that's I guess you could say a pretty big part of my regimen. I try to work at least 3 days a week. If not, get some cardio in, some weightlifting. Normally, I'm in the gym, as I said, about 2 days, at least 2 days a week. And if I can, I'll just try to probably get some kilometers in before I actually go to work. So that just keeps me sane, keeps me going. So that's pretty much just my regimen on a weekly basis.
Yeah. And Demetrius, thanks for joining us here on the show again tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And so quickly, Demetrius, you are the opening batsman at the Wildey Cricket Club. But can you just tell us a quick backstory about your game, where the level of the game came from, and how you started to get into the game of cricket?
Believe it or not, I have 3 brothers that also play cricket. So growing up, watching them play in the backyard, you know what I mean? Getting out, crying, telling dad, well, I wasn't out, you know what I mean? Batting long. You know what I mean? Dad come out and say, well, give you another chance, So that's where it started. Then it filtered on to primary school. Actually, I'm batting number 3 in primary school. Bowler off spin and leg spin. And then went to secondary school at Ersley, which all 3 of my brothers, all 2 of my brothers went Ersley also. It started as a all-rounder there, like batting all-rounder, then turned into Wicketkeeper, Batsman, like second form or so. Then from there it was just Wicketkeeper Batsman straight through.
Okay. Leading up to the season, I obviously would have spoken to Clint about the general feeling within the Wildey camp leading up to the season after not having cricket for quite some time. But for you, what was it like? Not being able to play the game for such a long time, and then what was your feeling like? When you actually heard that we're actually gonna have a cricket season this year. What was it like, and what was your preparation like leading up to the tournament?
Well, my preparation was not for the tournament itself, because I feel
if I train or keep a mental, keeping it back in my head that right ball cricket, which is test cricket, three-day cricket, is the game that I want to play, and I feel like excelling. The white balls will just fall into place because that's just natural to my ability and what's not. So it's not really much preparation for the particular tournament, but it's just preparation for like cricket in general.
Okay.
So I just kept it simple, you know.
Okay. Gonna let the other guys jump in here because they're gonna come back in a little later.
Just 2 quick questions for Demetrius. How has the transition been from Maple to Wildey? How has the transition been so far?
First it was tough. It was tough moving, stuff. But a good move. Fellas at Maple was good environment down there, I would say. And to play with Wildey is a big difference. Especially playing with Akeem Jordan, for sure. Craig St. Hill there, Jerome Jones, all these fellas that I've been seeing. Well, when I was young, I used to go watch like cricket with Ersley because my brothers went to school there and see these fellas play and what's not, and telling myself, well, these fellas I want to be like, and you know, playing with them there is just like a plus for me, you know.
And finally, obviously open with Craig. Does he make you face first ball? And what is like opening with him?
Man, no, I don't actually face first ball.
Okay.
He takes that part. But Craig, I find Craig is a good opening batsman. We have a very decent relationship. I think the match Saturday where he assisted me a lot in my innings. When it was ticking, he was just giving me straight, and then after he kept going, he kept going, and he scored big also. So he's a very good partner, in my opinion.
And before that, when you guys go to Craig, obviously a few years ago, we've seen Craig St. Hill in a pit with 500 run season, Wildey, a lot of runs. What is Craig St. Hill's cricket aspiration at this stage? He just had to play, but he still has that aspiration of playing for Barbados. Where is Craig St. Hill at this particular stage?
Good question. Not particularly closing any doors on, perhaps playing for Barbados at any given point in time, but I just right now I'm at a place where I just try to focus my energies on obviously doing the best for my club as captain, as the opening batsman, as one of the leaders in the side. I also teach, so practicing obviously twice a day like I used to when I did have a contract is a bit more difficult now. So, but as I said, I still try to give 100% during the course of the week, so I'm prepared mentally and physically for Wildey on Saturdays and Sundays.
Less stress too, Craig. Less stress too.
Yeah, less stress too. Correct. That's an undeniable fact for sure.
And just when he got a certain amount of years, he got 9 weeks home. He's a 9-week vacation. 9 weeks vacation. One at Christmas, one at Easter.
That's the first thing people talk about in relation to teachers. Man, I'm gonna get enough vacation time when the time when I was complaining.
But no. I say COVID has taught me. I've always appreciated teachers, but to teach in this year, and especially the old-fashioned ones, hats off to them. The vacation is merited.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. COVID obviously set back a lot of children, and yeah, the transition for online and all that was very difficult. So,
Demetrius, what I would say, I think I'm glad you made the move from Maple to Wildey, and I tell you why. I personally don't think young. That's me. I ain't back because of where Maple is located and the time of the season where it's the low rainfall. We all know don't this rain right. Until if you really want to advance your cricket as a youngster, to get enough batting, I wouldn't recommend Maple. I wouldn't have recommended. I wouldn't do Maple. So, and it's not a knock on the club. It's just where it's situated. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that it always rained down there. And but
I roasted my farmer club, boy. Carry on.
no, it's not a knock on the club. But Nero, we being realistic here. We all know that just you could left St. John in the season, bright and dry, and say you're gonna maybe get a good day of cricket. But until you hit that St. James border, real pissing point. If you can get a Maple, you gonna get a canoe. But in terms of the development with Clint, in terms of on the coach Clint now, how as a coach, you know, you're going to club a young coach. How do you find Coach Clint?
I find coach is a decent coach, man. I had no problem with coach. He don't really tell me, you know what I mean, much to don't change anything. You don't tell me how to bat or how to stand up or try to change, you know what I mean? There's a lot, well, not a lot, but some coaches tend to do that a lot. But good coach, a lot of motivation and try to give me a lot of feedback, which I appreciate. And especially for the first part of the season where I wasn't really clicking as much, he was still like supporting me and backing my ability to get a score on the board and stuff like that. So I would say very decent coach.
Excuse me.
I want you guys to talk. Well, sorry, go ahead. I thought you were finished.
No, continue, read. Continue, read.
No, I was saying I want the guys to talk me through the partnership. Like when one guy was stuck, but the other guy was telling it to keep him motivated and stuff like that.
If I'm being honest, then 2 games we weren't stuck. I would say one get off before the other, if you understand what I mean. The first match I got off to a fairly good start and Craig supported, and then after a while, then Craig took charge and then just was there. And then the second game, Craig got off the decent start, and then I was just supporting, and then I got going. So it was not really anybody being stuck or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to add on to that, yeah, Demetrius actually makes it a lot easier on me to settle in. So obviously when I go to bat, I don't particularly feel that the pressure's on to really score because he has a versatile game. He can hit the ball 360 degrees. So and he has all the shots. So as I said, it's not really a situation where I feel pressure to score, you know, or feel as if I have to carry the partnership. Just obviously because of his natural ability to score freely.
Craig, for you as captain, you know, you were captain and opening batsman, so you gotta have on 2 hats. You know, you go to the crease. Yes, you want to get off your team to a flyer, but you also want to be there in case there's a collapse to steer the ship.
Yeah.
How does that go into your preparation for the game? How do you go in assessing the conditions? Because let's be honest, could be a burden. You know, it could be a little mental block, obviously, because obviously as captain you batting at 5, you got time to see and assess. You're going out there facing first ball, got to assess everything, and still juggle everything else. So how does that look for you and the preparation?
As you said, it's usually a tricky thing because sometimes there's a fine balance between trying to be too attacking or being too timid, or too circumspect, I should say. So I just always try to assess the situation, obviously take into account the bowlers that are to come. So if you're playing, for example, a side like Empire or UV or whatever the case, and be able to try to be selective as to, you know, who's left to come in any bowling department. Try to be selective in terms of which particular balls they would target, which fielders they would target. So it's more of a mental battle, but every single week I just try to improve on it. Obviously as captain, as the opening batsman, so I just try to play on a situational basis and just try to take it in stride for the most part.
And well, the final one I can probably ask. No, your mainstay batsman early in the tournament due to another. Then you lost your strike bowler now, and some
Yeah.
sides have lost players due to obviously to the regional competition. But now we're seeing some sides starting hot. Wanderers and now the lost four in a row. No, you starting to peak back. You had a one game or so wobble. You find it
Yeah.
back. I think this is a chance now for teams that weren't really hampered by the loss. This is a time now to peak, and I think that you two and Wildey as a whole are now starting to peak at the right time. This is the best time in the competition to really start to peak and get the momentum going.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. As you said, we obviously lost a few guys to England. We also lost a player to COVID as well. So it's been difficult, obviously, just trying to replace the marquee players or the pros at the club. But we have guys coming from the intermediate that have been practicing hard, week in, week out. Obviously, just looking to contribute to the elite team if given the opportunity. So I know guys like Demetrius and myself always take the onus and the brunt of the lion's share of the workload and just try to lead from the front, especially at the top of the innings. So yeah, it's been fairly challenging, but as you said, for the most part, we've been gelling at the right time.
So with that said, all the best for the rest of the competition, and we expect to see continued great things.
Before Clint jumps in
Appreciate
here,
it.
can you just the both of you guys, can you just break down not break down, just quickly give us the scores for the games on Saturday?
Individually.
Well, it doesn't matter. I just want to get the viewers to
Oh,
just you guys let the viewers know how you guys perform over the weekend.
yeah. So played at isolation on Saturday, and we lost the toss, and they made 120. I think it's 129.
Yeah,
And we made like 133 without loss in 14 overs. I made
12.
50,
I
12,
think
sorry,
it's
12
12
overs.
overs. Yeah.
12 overs, sorry, yeah. Um, I made 55 not out of 30, like 35 balls, and I think Demetrius made 69 not out of maybe 40 something balls.
Nice.
38 or so.
Oh, 38. Sorry. Mate. Yeah, 38.
Get it right. Go get it right. Go get it right.
Correct.
Don't rob the man, correct, man?
Yeah, I took that straight rate a bit. Sorry about that. And then against Colombier, we lost the toss again. I think fine is a habit that you have not winning the toss, but
Man has one toss and like 5 attempts, you know.
yeah.
I know he's feeling. Bro.
The funny enough, the only toss that the man win, we get hammer against the press. So yeah, I guess you can keep losing toss.
The one toss that they want, yeah. Lost the toss there against Colombier at Colombier, and because it was a bit dicey. Dicey in the sense that it was almost as if it hadn't lit rainwater, so it's a bit slow. We had some stoppages as well, but we mustered up 205, I think it was, in 18 overs. Demetrius made 70 odd.
72 or so. Yeah.
Craig, you robbing the man, man.
It's the 70 odd. 70 odd.
Okay.
70 odd.
You did.
Correct. And I made 89 not out.
Fellas, a farm, man.
Real far too.
Fellas, a farm, man. Coach, you gonna feel good.
Yeah, as I was discussing with some guys earlier, both Craig and Demetrius were a little short on runs for the first few rounds. But what has been good for the campaign so far is that, well, it started off with Carlos. He was hot. He left. Then Jordan picked up the slack with the bat for a period there. He is now left. Shane Paris, he has been in some pretty decent form. I think he left today or he's even tomorrow. So Craig and Demetrius have started to score runs in a very timely manner. And yeah, they're definitely going to be needed this weekend and hopefully into the playoffs as well once we're there. But yeah, on the Demetrius, the first time I would have seen him batting was in a trial game. I knew nothing about him then. I didn't even know who it was that was batting at the time. I just was at Carlton, just taking in some of the trial game that was going on down there. And within 5 minutes of watching him bat, it was nothing magical to or anything, but he was so organized as a player, and he wasn't somebody that I recognized because obviously you know the pro players and stuff like that. So I said to one of the coaches down there, I was like, who's this guy? So he said, that's Demetrius Richards. I said to the man, I said, listen, this man, I only watched this man bat for 5 minutes, but this man could play. He understands batting. He understands his game. He just looked like a professional cricketer. He looks as how you're supposed to look, as a professional cricketer. Fast forward, so that's my opinion of him. Then this is like December last year. Fast forward to a couple months ago, he's playing a T6 competition, and this man reverse sweeping balls at least 80 meters. This man hitting, playing dinks. This man playing all kind of shots. I was like, wait. The image they had of this man looked very organized, like a test cricketer, and then man like a young cricketer a couple months later. So I just say that to say he's obviously a very versatile cricketer. He spoke about preparing for cricket on a whole as opposed to preparing for formats, which I think is very good. So Demetrius, I'm gonna ask you a very similar question to Josh because obviously you're a young man. You all grow in the IPL era. So how do you see yourself? I mean, you've opened the batting so far in the T20s, but across formats, let's just say 3-4 years down the road, is Test cricket a goal of yours? 50 over? You see yourself as a T20 player? You see yourself as an opener in all those formats as well? How do you see yourself, or what your aspirations looking like?
For me, Test cricket for me right now. I want to focus on strictly red ball cricket. Because for me, red ball cricket is everything just falls into place. As I said before, everything just falls into place. So if I focus on red ball cricket right now, I feel like just maybe T20, 50 over, all of this fall into place because all it really got to change is my mental towards the different games and different formats. So right now, for the next 4 or 5 years, I will be focusing more on Test cricket, 50 over, Test cricket, 3 days, sorry, and that's it for now. And then after that, I will look to more T20, 50 over type. But I'm not saying I'm not gonna play T20 and 50 over, but my mind is on the right ball format for sure right now.
Yes, and you know that's hot. Just like hearing that is so strange. For here I am saying, I first these men here, I looking to get IPL.
You look at the retire early.
Early retirement. And you ask any average you want to play Test cricket or you think 80%, 90% can probably say IPL. Majority of people can say IPL. US dollar, you get your money quick. You have a very good. You got all you need your first year in IPL to be good, very good for the franchise, and you probably locked in with that franchise for about 3 years. So you already starting to plan for retirement without directly planning for retirement. But hearing Joshua and Demetrius saying, as fun as these might be, I really want to get in the right ball, the longer format, which attributes again to their mental strength and mentality. And Demetrius, as they tell Joshua, that's the goal. Don't give up on it. You just said distractions can come, but that's your eye on the prize. You focus on it, and as you said, everything else can fall into place.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Any other questions for the guys?
So Craig, what would you say is your weakness as a batsman?
He almost answered you.
I'm about to answer. I was saying Nero's off breaks. That's
Well,
so hopefully, if and when we play Yorkshire, you will come on. Yeah, you will come on to bowl when they bat. So.
first ball.
That's it for the guys.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like both Yorkshire and Wildey had good weekends. Good weekends of cricket over the last weekend. So I mean, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad for that. I'm happy for that. My claim, I'm Wildey and I'm Yorkshire. So I'm happy for that. And I just want to wish both teams all the best in the coming weekend. Nero, I really hope you guys get that one win to take you to the next round. And the guys, Demetrius, Craig, Clint, just continue. I just hope you guys continue that form. I see that you guys are third in the standings.
Yeah, third.
Third in the standings. Yeah. So you guys are pretty much qualified already, or?
Need to win at least one more game to ensure.
Okay. Yeah. But like it's just like Yorkshire, I just really do hope you.
Just an ensure coach. Tell the guys we are qualified here. We got to win.
Most definitely.
I'm pretty sure coach is drilling that in there. I don't think Clint would be one to Clint is someone who definitely would try to drill that in them. So yeah. So like I said, I wish you guys all the best going forward. It'd be great, boy. I mean, you can imagine Yorkshire and Wildey meeting up sometime in the future, boy.
I would want to do the show before. I would want to do the show before, but definitely after. I will before give me tanks and give me tanks, right?
But I will wrap myself to come home just for that weekend, boy. Let me say just for that weekend, I will let it go.
Yes, that weekend we probably all cover it live on the IG.
That would be good. But yeah, guys, Craig, Demetrius, I just want to thank the guys for joining us tonight. I really enjoyed the chat with you guys. Wish you guys all the best in the season going forward and in your personal careers as well.
Yeah, really appreciate it,
Thanks
guys.
a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, guys. And once again, we just want to thank the viewers for continuing to tune in each and every week. We would like you to, just continue to tune in, continue to share the comments. We really appreciate it. Continue to share your opinion. Sorry, like I said, we really appreciate all the feedback. We do, like I said, we really do dive into it, and we try to, make it short better based on what you guys say. So, like I said, just keep the comments coming in, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe whenever you do watch the video. Thank you, and do have a good night.